Hello traders, this is day number 97 of small cap market open test trading. You are looking at the RDBX chart that's live right now as I'm recording this voiceover. This is not a video, this is live. It's 10:35 a.m. Eastern time. We're still in the trade that we were triggered to take at 10:25. Looks like we're going to get stopped out here. But anyway, it's going to be a one and done day one way or the other. Either it's going to be a one and done day where our profit target gets hit or our stop loss gets hit. So the reason why is because the 10:30 cutoff has already happened. So if my stop loss gets hit here, then that's it. I'm done for the day. Let's see, what can we look at now? I kind of don't want to change the screen because I feel like something is going to happen in the first minute or two, but it really doesn't matter if I'm off this screen. It should pop up down here like a little box that tells us what happened. Let's just let this 1 minute candle close and we'll see what happens on the next candle, and then we'll move on to some other things. So this is 10:35 and 4 seconds left for that new 1 minute candle. There it is, and we'll see what happens. Either it's going to stop us out right away or it's going to start to change direction. If it changes direction, I'm going to switch screens just so we can talk about something else while this thing plays out. There we go. Looks like it's going to hit our stop loss. Looks like it already bounced down and off of 703, which is interesting. And also notice that my profit target is 736, and it kind of did the same thing on the profit target. This thing is moving so quickly. This doesn't normally happen where it bounces and taps these orders. Actually, I should refresh the screen just to make sure, yeah, that we are still in this. I wasn't actually sitting here watching it when it went up and tapped that 736. We are going to look at that on the video. I was recording that whole time period. So if this thing reverses, that's what we'll do. We'll pull up the video and see what is going on while this thing heads back toward our profit target, with no guarantee of hitting it, of course. But let's take a look at the video now, and we'll be notified if something happens on the bottom right hand corner of the screen. So this is from the market open here, and I'm looking for stocks to take trades on. As always, I use my small cap screener, and here's our RDBX down here. We first mark out the moving average, the 200 moving average on the daily chart, because this one was trading below it at the open, and it must be trading above it for us to take an entry. So let's get to where the entry is triggered. Again, the price action is pretty ugly, but my trading plan says nothing about that. It's just about certain levels getting hit and getting broken, and then we get triggered to take a trade, and we have to take the trade. And so far, we have proven statistically profitable doing that as long as we hold until our 3R profit target. So anyway, this is where we're waiting for the first 1 minute candle to make a new high to trigger our trade. So the high of this candle, I believe, is 714. There it is right there. So you see it just kind of jumps up out of nowhere. Let's watch that live. It says it's not on pause right now. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So 711 is the high of this candle. I'm waiting for 712. Watch it, it's going to just pop up out of nowhere. There it goes. And you see I trigger my hotkeys immediately because I'm looking for 712 or better. So I get in at 714, 2 cent slippage. That's not bad. Again, when you get in when there's slippage, that generally means that there's a lot of energy that's going to be pushing the price up. So that's where we're at right now, 714, stop loss of 703, which is the low of this candle. And our profit target is about to be placed based on our XR calculator calculations. So that's what we're doing right now. For the testing, we're only holding till 2R, but we're tracking to 3R. And all our data shows that we need to hold until 3R when we go full position size. So our profit target for the test is 736, and we also put a line out for the 3R profit target. We track that on our spreadsheet. Okay, so now we're in the trade, and let's go to the part where it actually hits the profit target and doesn't get filled. My guess is that it goes up there very quickly and comes back down. And that's something that when these move, let's look at how this thing moves, how quickly it goes to 736 and comes back. So this is live right now. It's going to go to 736 on this candle. Notice it's at 728 now. 733, 735, 736. It does bounce 2 or 3 times there. But what has to happen for your target to get hit is the bid has to go to 736. So that's not necessarily what this is saying. So that happens sometimes. And I know a lot of people like to blame the broker when that happens and say, oh, that's a fault of Webull or Thinkorswim or whatever you're trading on. But I've watched so many trading videos. I've watched a ton of live trading where people are using Lightspeed, and the same thing can happen on Lightspeed or some other paid broker. So when the volume is very light at a certain price level, that is when this happens, and it really doesn't matter which broker you have. Of course, it's impossible to say if we took this exact same trade on another broker, would this exact same thing happen? But what we can say is this rarely ever happens to me. So anyway, but it does happen, and it happens to other people. It happens to people using all different brokers, free and paid. So you can't really blame the broker on this one, because this could have happened to anybody. Now, if this thing went to like 737, 738 and didn't fill us at 736, then that would be an issue, but that doesn't happen. All right, so let's just go back live and see where this thing is now. All right, so now it's heading back up toward our profit target. So again, this is an example, and I still don't know, is this going to hit our profit target or our stop loss? I have no idea. But this is an example of why you don't second guess the trade once you're in it. You should just be trading your plan. Just do what your plan says, because you never know if the trade is going to work out or not until after it's over. That's it. It's as simple as that. So come up with a plan, make a lot of boundaries and criteria for you in order for you to take a trade, and have a well-defined stop loss and profit target before you enter that trade. So all of that needs to be in your plan. And then once you're in the trade, you just let it go. You just let it play out, and whatever happens, happens. Either we're going to get stopped out or our profit target is going to get hit, and either way, it's a successful trade day because we followed our plan 100%. And that's all we can do as traders, and then we can collect the data, and over time we can see is what we're doing profitable or not. This will be trade number 98, so there's only 2 more trades left to go before we're done test trading. And even if the rest of the trades lose, including this one, we're still profitable at that 3-hour profit target. So we'll go over all of those statistics once we get to the 100th trade, which could happen tomorrow. You know, all we need is 2 more trades. So, but we know the small cap market has been slow, and there are many days where we don't get triggered to take a trade. So it might happen a little bit later in the week, but more than likely it will happen some point this week. So anyway, stick around for that. And as always, go into every single trade with a plan. Stick to that plan no matter what. Always take your stop losses, honor your profit target, and in the long run, you should be green. By the way, I will update in the comment section what happens to this trade later on today. I'll let you know if the stop loss got hit or the profit target gets hit. So anyway, we'll see you then, and take care.